Hello and welcome to this week's bonus episode here on the Motivating Force. This is the exercise we were talking about when we were discussing going over your core values, figuring out what they are, what they mean to you, and how you can effectively apply them to your life.
If you want to follow along with this episode, the link to the website to download these exercises is going to be posted in the video description. So feel free, copy that, print out a page for yourself, and follow along with us so then you can find out your core values.
Yeah, all the original adaptations of this and everything are linked in the website, so all the credit is placed where it is due. I had a great time doing this exercise. It's pretty simple. I think in total it took us less than 20 minutes. And, for ourselves, we were able to just kind of confirm some things. But it's definitely eye-opening, especially the whole process of it. When you're actually grouping things together, you really learn a lot through the process of doing the exercise.
Yeah, so let's just run it down real quick so then we can walk you through what the process is. It's a 3-step process. Step number 1, which you're going to see on the video, us highlighting a bunch of things. That's the list of core values that it's just whatever resonates with you in the moment. Just go through, highlight it. Don't think about it too much. Just whatever you feel you can relate to, go through, highlight them. Some of them are going to sound a little bit repetitive, but just keep it going. Now, after that, you're going to see us start marking things. So the step 2, start putting them into their own categories. We did categories of 5. So we grouped everything that sounded similar in our respect.
Yeah, there was nothing that was right or wrong about it. When you group them together, you do it based off of the way you feel about it, the way you feel that those things connect, whatever the similarities are. Obviously, we had very different groupings here, but the whole process kind of is just a funnel. So you're starting off with these 128 values, and you're highlighting the ones that apply, so the funnel starts, you're channeling through it. And then as you're grouping them up, it's just really working towards coming to that final really top 5 core values that really resonate with you. And that's where I learned a lot through it, was through the grouping process. I learned of how I identify these values within myself, all these values that I feel I relate to, and putting them in the categories kind of already gave me that resounding answer on which one was the top.
Yeah, and when you start grouping them together, you're going to see that there's going to be a lot of similar answers that you have for yourself. So let's say you have columns 1 through 5. Your column 1 might be a lot longer of a list than your column 4 or 5. Because it's all, like we said, it's based on the individual, how you can tie them together. So you don't have to feel like they all have to have an equal amount of core values in each column.
Yeah, as you can see here, we're going through this final step here and writing down what our main priority would be. It really helps you understand more about yourself and where you take just your general view of everything that you perceive in the world. And it can really help you understand where your perspective comes from a lot of times. So when you're doing this and you finish this exercise, I would really suggest you guys going through, taking those top 5 and doing a little bit of research on them just to help understand yourself a little better. And now we're coming up where we can see our results. We have Hosteways up here first. What were your top 5?
Yeah, so my top 5, I narrowed them down to my number 1, leadership. Number 2, resilience. Number 3, humor, because I'm a funny guy. Number 4, preparedness. And number 5, health.
Okay. See, I like that grouping. That's you're very diverse. That's a very diverse grouping. That's really interesting. All mine I feel kind of tied together. Like you would almost see this as one group, but for my top 5, I picked advancement, self-control, traditionalism, loyalty, and quality. Some of these were hard to pick for defining the whole grouping that was there, but you can always go back and change those top 5 if you feel you made the wrong choice. Like I said, there's no wrong answers here.
Yeah, no wrong answers. And like I stated in the episode of core values and personal beliefs, not everybody's going to have the same answer. Everybody's going to be different. We can have the same 1 through 4, but I'm telling you, one of them is going to change when we get to 5. Because it's all depending on which categories you put them in. And like you said, mine all sound different, because in my head, I grouped them differently. Yours sounds like one column, but that's based on how you grouped them.
Yeah. So definitely, go out there, do this exercise, and we would love to hear what your top 5 core values are. I think it's something we can all do together here as a community activity and learn a lot about each other.
Yeah, post them down in the comments or tag us in some posts if you're going to make your own little time lapse or little video of what your results are. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Yeah, even seeing the pictures over at the Instagram, on the Facebook, Facebook and Parler, we're at The Motivating Force. Instagram, Podcast TMF. You got us here on YouTube. And until next week's episode.
Go get.